The next one is, how do we replace a particular value? Assume that we have a string, that string need to be replaced with one more string. Let us see how to do that. As we have seen here by a function called regular expression underscore replace. Let's go ahead and import that first. Regular expression. First thing is, we'll construct a string. Here I'm trying to assign all the strings whatever we want to replace it with. One is a black, the white, blue, then I will say red, then I will say green as well. What we'll do is, we'll say df. This again, we are trying to work with the data frame. So here we'll say select, and then we'll use this regular expression replace. We are trying to replace some of the things in a one particular column here. The column being the description. Give the name of that particular column, description, and then replace the strings, these strings. Let us copy that and paste it here. Then what do you want to replace with? We have to specify that also here. So anything you want. Let us say funny color. Select original column also, so that way you will get to know how original column strings are replaced by whatever we want to replace with. After constructing the regular expression statement, go ahead and execute this first, then execute this statement. You can see all the colors in a original column description are replaced by the string where whatever you have given, that is funny color. White is replaced by funny color, red is also replaced by funny color. That is how you replace a particular string in a column with any other string which you want to replace with. Having seen this, let us try to understand the next aspect. The next aspect, as you see, we have replaced the strings in the previous use case. Now there may be a situation where you got to replace even the characters also. How do we do that? We can do that, as we have already seen, by a translate function. Let us see that in action. As usual, we got to go ahead and import the function. The reason we are importing the function one by one is so that you understand what you are trying to execute. Let us say translate. Let me go ahead and import this first. We will construct a statement. Df retail dot, we'll go ahead and select. We'll use the translate function here. We'll give the column on which we want to translate. Again, description. Within the description, what I want to translate is a character L, E, E, T. I want to replace them with 6779. If you see, we have for all the E's, we have 7, and for all the L, we have 6, and for all the T, we have 9. This is how you replace only one character in any of the columns. Now that we have seen this, let us try to understand one more example. Sometimes it is not only about replacing the values or replacing the character. Sometimes we just want to see whether a particular string exists or not. How do we do that? Very simple. We'll try to reuse all the things whatever we have done so far and see how it works. Let us import instruction because we'll be using that. If you are not already imported a instruction, import that. What I will do is I will just create a one instruction which involves whether a particular column has some string or not. I'm trying to see whether we have a black or not. Contains black. This is the string, right? So contains black more than or equal to 1. That is what we want to construct. So let me reuse this guy and construct a contains white as well. Contains white. I'm renaming this one and I change this here. Okay, we have constructed two instructions. As a part of this, if you want to see in this column, do we have a black more than or equal to 1 time? At least minimum we should have 1 time or more than once. That is what we have to check. The same thing with the white color as well. The way we can do it is df retail, and we'll add a column here with column. Then let us have a has color, has the color whichever we are trying to give. Then with column accepts two arguments. One argument is the name of the column. The second argument is the expression. In this case, contains white and contains black are the expression. Post that, we'll also have where we want to check has color, whether it has a color or not. We will go ahead and select original column whether it satisfies this condition or not. I'll select the description and this column also. Let us try to go and select this column also so that we'll get a boolean values as a part of this. Go ahead and show 5 records. Let me do all these things one by one. We have already imported the instruction. We'll execute both of these. There you go. We are going to get only the records where these two conditions are satisfied. Either it should contain a black color or white color because we are using a R here. If you see, we have a white here. If you want to make a changes here, you can go ahead and rework on this. Just change this to and. In this case, we should have only the records where both black and white is there. Let us execute this. You can see, right? Now the records are different than the earlier one. Earlier condition was contains black or contains white. Now the condition is contains black and contains white. That is the reason all the records what we get have both black and white color. That's it. Thank you.